disclose the motives of men's hearts, and each man's praise will come from God. But Paul's saying, look here, there's only one person that can really judge and tell where a person is coming from and what it is that drives them to do things. How many times do we oftentimes look at this person and say, well, they can't be saved. We know they can't be saved because look at this. Or this person is really righteous. Or this person's got it all together. They speak in tongues. They can do healings. They can do all these things. And what Paul's saying, nope, that's not it. God's got to be the one to judge that. God's got to be the one to judge that. And He will. In verse 6, now these things, brethren, I have figuratively applied to myself and to Apollos for your sakes, so that you may learn not to exceed that which is written. I love that. So that you may learn we may learn to not go beyond what is written. How oftentimes do we go beyond what is written? So that none of you will become arrogant in behalf of one against the other. This issue of arrogance is a big problem for the Corinthian culture. I'm so glad we don't struggle with it in America. Or in Texas, absolutely, right? It's every Texan's God-given right to be wrong if they want and still be right. Is that right? Yeah. For who regards you against the other? For who regards you as superior? And he says, what do you have that you didn't receive? And if you did receive it, why do you boast as though you did not receive it? I don't know exactly what he's talking about here, but maybe he's talking about some of these issues of spiritual giftings, and they're kind of using this as a pretense for boasting against the other and this spiritual pride. But, he's saying, look, you have been given faith in Messiah Yeshua. You have been brought to the kingdom. You have all things. In fact, at the end of chapter 3, Paul says, all things are yours. And though they're boasting, why would there be jealousies and why would there be strifes amongst one another? But there's something that we lack and something that we're looking for. And Paul says, look, you've got everything. In verse 8, you're already filled, you have already become rich, you have become kings without us, and indeed I wish that you had become kings so that we might also reign with you. I think there's a little bit of jest in that statement, but in verse 9, for I think God, this is an interesting spin here, an interesting turn of the argument here, for I think God has exhibited us apostles as least of all, as men condemned to death, because we have become a spectacle, a theater is the term there that's used in the Greek. We have become a spectacle to the world, both to angels and to men. In other words, Paul said, we are the laughing stock of the world.